Hello, welcome. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be in the world. I'm very excited to welcome you to the Work Experience as You Study session. My name is Rob, and I'm joined by a great panelist of students who are here to talk to you today about all of the interesting things that they've done as students before graduating to prepare for the world of work. Some of you, I think, are thinking about this. Maybe you have a good, really clear, crisp idea of what you want to do professionally when you graduate. And maybe for others, this is sort of a distant concept. The first thing is university. Regardless of where you're at in that journey, I think it's good to know that Carleton is a great choice when it comes to adding different elements to your degree to prepare for the world of work when you do graduate. So if you've already got an idea, or if you're just sort of thinking about it a little bit, do know that we have you covered. And one of the things that we're extremely proud about at Carleton, and I think you guys should know this for sure, is we rank consistently in the top 10 for all of Canada for graduate student employability. This is a tremendous accomplishment because it really shows the value of a Carleton degree, and it really speaks to how employers view Carleton graduates. So it means basically that the vast majority of our graduates are able to find meaningful work in their fields very quickly post graduation, and that's a really nice thing to know, I think, to give you some confidence before you start your studies. And also just to know that you've got some good future opportunities to look forward to once you finish the degree as well. How do we accomplish this? There's quite a few different things you can do, and I think our students are best placed to explore that with you. But very broadly, we have one of the biggest co-op programs in the country, professional paid work experience that complements your degree. We offer undergraduate students paid research internships, so you don't have to wait to do a master's degree to get some funding from the university to do research. You can do that as an undergraduate student at Carleton University. We have internships where you can get professional work built into the degree program as well. We have a co-op and career services office that help you with job searching, with networking, with finding part-time employment both on and off campus, which of course is something you can do as an international student here in Canada. Resume interview preparation. A big thing is volunteer experiences. And of course, throughout the university, you can get involved in a number of different student communities as a volunteer to get those leadership skills that definitely transfer back over to the world of work as well. And of course, career planning as you sort of move through the system. Co-op is the big thing. I think we should really talk about this because it's a leading program here at Carleton. It's one of the key things we do to make students prepared for the world of work. For those that don't know what co-op is, many of you probably do, but basically it is a professional paid work experience that is directly related to the program you're studying. Typically, people will do at least 3 different co-op experiences before they complete their degree. They range in term from 4 months to 8 months to sometimes even a full year in duration. And as a co-op student, you're able to work in different organizations in different capacities, applying theoretical concepts in this professional real world context. And then, of course, you take that knowledge you obtained from working back into the classroom, and you're able to learn through both pathways together at the same time. Earning a salary is a great way to help pay for your university career. But of course, more importantly, finishing the degree with a relevant resume with recent work experience, and of course, a network of professional contacts that you can leverage for job hunting post graduation. It's a win win, really, when you think about that. All of the opportunities to applied learning in these different contexts, I think, add tremendous value. But I think one of the hidden things I would mention, our students probably could speak to this too a little bit as well. Getting to work in different organizations gives you a better sense of what you find interesting, and it allows you to refine your study program perhaps, or maybe you're thinking about what you might want to do professionally. So you're more well prepared to sort of land that perfect job once you finish the degree. We work with organizations across Canada and around the world. This slide shows you a couple of big international companies that you're probably familiar with. Shopify is an interesting one because, of course, it's headquartered right here in Ottawa. We work with organizations across Canada and around the world. And as a co-op student, you can choose the types of programs, opportunities you'd like to apply to as well. So whether you want to stay here in Ottawa, where there are many, many job opportunities, perhaps relocate to another city where the industry you know and study is based in, or if you have a family contact maybe in your home country. We've had co-op students in countries like Vietnam, India, Nigeria, Germany, and the United States as well. So certainly many unique opportunities. My name is Rob, and I'm going to be available to speak to you more about this at the back end of this at my table. But for now, I think we want to hear from our students, and I'm going to turn the floor over to them, and I'm going to invite Drew to introduce himself.
Hey everyone, my name is Dhruv and I'm currently a fourth year undergraduate student at Carleton University with minors in Business and Human Resources Management. And it's a pleasure talking with you all.
Thank you very much, Drew. Emma, please.
Hello, guys. My name is Emma. I'm a fourth year Bachelor of Commerce student with concentration in management. I'm expected to graduate this December. I'm from Montevideo, Uruguay. Moved here to Canada 3 years ago, and I've been having a great time. I've been a part of the co-op program and different volunteer experiences. So I'm looking forward to share my experience with that with you guys today.
Everyone, my name is Jasmine, but I simply go by Jam. I'm also in my fourth year doing Bachelor of Commerce, concentrating in accounting. I am from Saudi Arabia, and yeah, just like Drew and Emma, I've always been involved in multiple clubs at school, and also I'm also in my co-op program. So yeah, can't wait to share that all with you guys.
Hi, hello everyone. My name is Quinn. I'm from Vietnam and I'm a third year student in computer science at Carleton and I'll be graduating in 2025.
Thank you all so much. That's great. Okay, so our first question, this is a good one too. So I think we all know that Carleton's a leading university when it comes to career preparation, and there's all kinds of experiences you can get involved in, whether you do one or multiple ones to build that professional presence. So I'm curious to hear from each of you, what types of activities have you done in the world of career prep across your time at Carleton? You could speak about being a res fellow or volunteer work, or perhaps co-op, or any of these things. And we can start with you, Drew. Thank you.
Thank you, Rob. So yeah, in regards to career prep or even building up experiences while you're in your university years, I think Carleton University does a pretty good job, especially in regards to setting up volunteering initiatives. Because since the pandemic happened and and with the huge influx of high school students or even undergraduate students who wants to gain experience while studying at the same time, and they want to make sure they don't leave the enter into the job market high and dry. I think Carleton University does help in that, in the sense that there are various departments that offer leadership or volunteering initiatives where students can undergo in that. For example, the Student Experience Office, which has this campus to community or the community partnership project, and even with the Innovation Hub. Like I'm currently working with the Innovation Hub right now, where there are different programs that cater to your entrepreneurial senses. Like you want to help a startup, you want to start a startup, or you want to just be part of getting some project management skills. And in regards to co-op, I think co-op has also done a very good job. Like the co-op program has been really flexible and very comprehensive in terms of giving and providing experiences, especially preparing you for the job market through the co-op 1000 program, the course which they have, which all co-op students are required to take prior to joining the co-op work terms. And also in regards to even gaining your experience in Canada and also abroad, the co-op department is very flexible in that. And I'm fortunate to gain my co-op experience abroad, during the time when it was an issue working around, especially during the pandemic. So the co-op experience has been a good job at that. But however, there are also times where the co-op might not be for everyone. Maybe to low legal, physical, or even financial requirements, or into the work study nature, or even the financial nature. Yeah, there are fees associated with the co-op program. So there are also customized or specific programs like practicum placements. I was fortunate to have taken a practicum placement last semester as part of my psychology program. So if some programs do have that sort of placement to help students gain experience through another means, so Carlton does provide that as well. So overall, in terms of career preparation and gaining experiences abroad, once again, it has been a good experience, a smooth sailing experience for me so far.
That's great. Thank you, Drew. How about you, Emma?
Yeah, so I've got to get lots of great experience, across co-op and volunteer experience. But I mean, I'd love to talk about my co experience in particular. My For my first two work terms, I worked for the actual co-op office for 8 months. So I really got to learn how it works and even learn more about how wonderful they are. So, like Drew, you said, that you do have a lot of support throughout your co-op. You have to take a course, but then they have this amazing team of co-ops and advisors that are available, for online appointments, but you can also go to the office, drop in, you can get some help with your resume, your cover letter, talk with them about what you're looking for if you're having trouble. So there's a lot of support there. And definitely it's some big advice, seek support. They're there to help and they want to help. So can speak on my part working with them. They're all amazing. But yeah, so I mean, I really enjoyed co-op, or I'm enjoying co-op because I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I don't really know really that much what I wanted to do after I graduate. So it really helped me sort of try out with different career paths. And co-op employers, they know that you're a student, they know that you're learning. So it is a learning experience, and they are there to help you, develop your career and gain different experiences. So as I was working at the co-op office, they let me try out on different projects that let me build different skills, in research or in marketing, or even just, like helping around the office. So I really, really appreciated that on behalf of my own co-op experience. So yeah, definitely recommend it.
That's great. I think something you said resonated for me, and that is, I think being able to do these different job experiences allows you to really hone your resume on things you think you'll need. So it's like, I want to do this when I graduate, and I got to do this here, but the next job I should do this because it's going to add, something, this other dimension. So that's great. How about you, Jasmine? What are your thoughts on this?
Right. Bouncing off of what Emma actually said, like co-op, like doing co-op is really such like a helpful tool for just like preparing yourself to enter in the workforce in general. Just because like also what Emma said, like it's like it validates whether you really want to pursue the type of like career path that you're already in. Because like when doing co-op, you're actually like based on my personal experience, I'm actually in my co-op work term right now, and as an accounting student, I'm doing my work term at an accounting firm, and the work that we actually do is like the junior level work, which is like most of the work that we will do in the first few years once we finish school. So just having the real life work setting type of experience is very, very helpful. Like for me, it sparks a different level of interest in you, and you get to be surrounded with people in this with the same interests, same like drive, and just like people in the same field as you are. So it really like motivates you in a certain way. And also, other than like co-op experience specifically, I would say Carleton provides a wide ranging like options for just like career preparation, and extends from just like from like classroom settings, like out within the university they provide like clubs, and those within those clubs, even like whenever you like involve yourself in it, it helps you build a certain skill set that you will be needing once you're in the workforce. So again, like just being in that just provides you so many opportunities that will prepare you for your future career path. So yeah.
That's great. Thank you very much. And Quinn, how about you?
Yeah, I feel like just like others, I would say the most helpful career preparation that Carleton has providing for me was the co-op program, because before joining the co-op work term, every student needs to take a course called Co-op 1000, and that will provide you all of the insight, the knowledge that a real world workplace would look like. And then it will like prepare for you for interviews, resume, cover letters, and how to write a work report. And also it has the co-op student advisors for you, so if you have any questions about the co-op program or your job search or your work term, you can ask them. And beside that, there are some on-campus jobs that students can work, like being a librarian or a ref for a sport game, or being an international student ambassador like this. And from those work experience, I can gain like a lot of skills from communication, teamwork, time management, and being more responsible with what I do. So yeah, I Carton provides a lot of career preparations for me.
That's great. Thank you very much, Quinn. We probably only have time for one more question as we cycle through and looking at the time that we have available. But I think one thing that I think would be valuable for the audience today would be hearing from you guys about what advice you might have for them as new students starting at Carleton with regards to this. What would you recommend that they consider doing? Drew, if you could start us off.
Yeah. So in regards to like defining your professional career or your life, especially inside and outside Carleton University, I think I would suggest for undergraduate students is to try to be comfortable in getting uncomfortable, like stepping out of your comfort zone, in the sense that be prepared to take up opportunities, no matter be it paid or unpaid, opportunities where you might you find yourself making a difference, as well as gaining the necessary skills to help you upscale further or develop further in your future aspects, like professional aspects. So when Carleton University does provide various resources for that, like I mentioned before, and also it's there are also off-campus resources, for example, working part-time, which is like a go-to thing for all international students to offset their costs, and at the same time also like taking part in other initiatives, like being part of clubs, being part of community organizations, or even being part of maybe even programs or even organizations that offer rotational, like as a trainee program, where like they give you exposure to all the areas of the field before like making a full-fledged employee. So do go for that. And the general advice I would give is that like it's okay to do a bit of trial and error, because this is like your university years. So like this is like the building blocks of your initial your professional life, the adulthood. So in that case, it's okay to fail a bit, and at the same time, I'm not telling everyone to fail. But it's just that there might be times where things might not go your way. In a sense, like you might not get the job you want, or you might not even you might find out in your co-op work term that the job you're in, it's not so desirable, it's not so conducive. But sometimes it's okay to just suck it up and just move on, and maybe in the future look for other job aspects in that case. So in regards to finding a job, getting into a job, and moving up further, yeah, it's a bit of it's okay to deviate a here and there, as long as you don't go astray.
Very good advice, and it's true. This is the time to learn and try new things. Emma, how about you? What advice would you share?
Yeah, I guess along the lines of, what Drew was saying, really it's get involved and step out of your comfort zone. And with that, starting off from in your first year, especially, you might not be working. Like in co-op, that starts later on. Get involved. Like really, that's like my biggest advice. Get involved on like the campus community. There are so many clubs and societies that you can get involved with. Um, and there's like program specific ones, but there's also like culture based ones, which I definitely recommend checking out because, in my own experience, definitely being in the business school and Sprott, it's really easy to get stuck in your bubble for your program, and you only really know the people that you're going to class with, which is really great. But getting out there and going to different events, getting involved in different clubs, meeting people from different programs, different years, it's an amazing way just to get to know Carleton, but also Ottawa, and just like learn from others, which can help you later on in your career. So definitely recommend just stepping out of your bubble whenever you are at Carleton. And with that, also stepping out of your comfort zone. I think one of the biggest advice that I got whenever I went to a panel event from employers, and it was whenever you're applying for co-op jobs or any job in general, um, even if you don't meet every single job requirement, but it still seems interesting to you, give it a go, apply. Because you are a student, you are there to learn. So you're not going to be meeting every single job requirement in a job listing. So even if that's the case, just go for it. Maybe it won't work out, but you never know. And it will be a good learning experience. So I think that's my advice.
That's great advice. Thank you so much, Emma. Jasmine, one or two quick thoughts, and then Quinn, and we'll leave it there. Thank you.
Right. So again, reiterating what they've said, it's such an important thing to put yourself out there, build connections. I would say university is all about building connections. And I've learned that throughout my 4 years of experience, like even just like the person sitting next to you in your classroom, make friends with them, build connections. And whenever you're in a networking event, don't be afraid to be out there. Don't be afraid to that they don't know you, because that's the whole aspect of things. Like, you should be out there introducing yourself, and um everyone's just in the same shoes as you, like everyone's just as scared as you. So don't be afraid to put yourself out there again. And yeah.
That's really great. I agree with all of that. Quinn, the final thought is yours. What advice, or do you have any final advice you'd like to offer?
I would say that try to be confident, be open with everything, go to career fairs, talk to your advisor at school, take advantage of all of the resources that Carleton provides to you. And yeah, try to networking as much as you can, because you can learn a lot of things from random people around you.
I love that. That's so true. So don't be shy, guys. When you're on campus, get involved, step out of your comfort zone, join clubs and societies, volunteer, definitely take advantage of co-op. And of course, join us for our next session, which is the admissions and study permit next steps. Very, very important topic, but big thank you to our panelists today too. Thank you.